Hey, it's Marcus here from the Vacuum Wizard, and in this video I'm going to be doing a complete strip down so you can know how to properly clean and maintain your Dyson V16. First, you'll remove the filter by spinning it counterclockwise. Then, remove the bin. Do this by pressing the grey lever forward, then pushing in the two little buttons on the side and sliding it off. Next, on the back of the machine, there are 5 screws, which are where I'm pointing to now. After those are removed, spin your machine around so that you're looking at the front. Then pull the red lever forward to reveal 3 screws you need to remove from either side, where I'm pointing at now. Once all 6 screws have been removed, you can pop these buttons off from either side of the machine. Next, you're going to need to remove these 4 screws I'm pointing out on the front of the machine. Once removed, you can pop off the red disc from the front of the machine and slide away the cover that's on the sliding bar. Next, let's take off the battery by simply pulling down the quick release button. Now that you can see inside the handle, there's a screw here in the front and one here in the front of the back part of the handle. Also here, underneath the sliding bar on the bottom side of the machine, there are these 2 screws, here and here. These can be taken out next. Now you're able to slide the sliding bar forward. This will reveal a small screw inside the machine, sitting just in front of this white plastic cover. I'll try to point it out for you here using this screwdriver, as it's a little bit tricky to see. Once removed, you can pull the front part of the machine away from the back. While it's still attached at this point, you can see just how dirty the inside has become. If I give it a little shake here, you can see just how much dirt is falling out. Next, going back to the front of the machine, there are these 5 screws here that I'm pointing out for you. Once you remove these 5 screws, this part will pop off and hang at the front. Well, now you can remove these 2 covers from either side of the machine and they can be slid away just like this. Now, going back to the underside of the machine, we have these 4 screws on the sliding bar. They can be removed and the sliding bar can be separated from the machine. Now we can get into these 2 screws here, which we couldn't before. And once removed, we can take this part off the machine, getting us inside to be able to disconnect the PCB. You can carefully pop out this wire and take out the 2 screws here and here and the clear bit of plastic to remove it from the machine. Now, if you slide the 2 metal bars all the way forward and carefully pop the clear white piece of plastic away from the machine, you can then carefully separate the internal wires from the back of the machine. They do pop away, but go careful when doing this as you don't want to damage your machine. Now, if you slide the PCB and all the wiring out from the front half of your machine, you can separate it like so. And then remove this screw and you'll be able to clean out the front of your vacuum, which as you can see is already very dirty. Now, the back side of your machine should look like this. The PCB can be popped out from the bottom part inside the machine carefully. Now, to get into the back part of your handle, you can remove this screw here. And then remove this part of the machine for access in case any dirt is inside here. If you pull backwards on the soft rubber cover under your machine, it will slide off. This will reveal these 2 screws here and here for you to remove. They're a bit tricky and you're going to need a longer tool to get to them. Here, I am popping the PCB out so it's not in the way. Next, you can take this seal off by pulling it away from what is now the front of your machine. Now, unfortunately, this is as far as you're going to be able to strip your machine down, unless you have any specialist tools. I did discover that there are 2 screws inside underneath the machine, where I'm pointing out here, but without a specialist tool, I can't get any further. Our best guess at why Dyson's done this is to make you have to send your machine back to them for any replacement parts, if anything breaks, or if you need it serviced, because they'll have the specialist tools on hand. We even had this extra long tool specifically made for getting 2 screws out. Thanks for watching this video, I hope it helped. Next week we're going to put up a video on how to do a complete strip down of the motor head for the V16 as well. So, if you don't want to miss it, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.